by Rob off. Great ball. Oh, for the first time, Dan lets himself down. For the first time in this tournament.
He may even want to substitute himself after that.
Yeah. That's quite bad. A taxi moment.
Yeah. There's no excuse about the pitch there.
No.
Because as we saw earlier on from that piece of grass we looked at, that's a good looking piece of grass.
That's a good pitch. It's good grass, good length grass. Right, they got players now. They got players back again. Long range shot. Why not try it? They know the goalie's pretty bad. He rolls it out then. Here's Rob. Great ball by Rob. I don't think he meant it. Oh, Dan just couldn't quite get on the end of it. Probably no one expected that.
Yeah. I think the reason why Dan didn't get on the end of it is because Rob didn't really pick him out. He just passed it in desperation, realising that someone was coming towards him.
I don't think Phil knows where he's placed as well. I don't know why he's diving there. It's clearly going wide. Phil like he has to. Again, he rolls out to Matt. Matt has to beat the player, Matt, before he can do anything. And it's bad goalkeeping. He shouldn't roll it back.
I think that's a good decision.
The goalie should be rolling it to Dan, I think, and then having runners play off Dan.
Oh, wait a minute. He's actually giving the free kick against us.
I'm not quite sure what the referee's seen here. I'm a bit outraged by that.
Got head height. You get a free kick.
Oh, okay, the keeper's in being.
Has he let that?
No.
That was very disappointing.
In a big stadium like this, there's very few places to actually hide, though, Joe.
Yes.
And right now, Ivor must be just wishing.
Very few places. I mean, I only have access to the Bobby Moore suite, and I'm not even allowed upstairs there. So there's very, very few places to hide.
That's a good call.
So, interestingly enough, breakfast was served from 9:30 until 12:30 today, but then there was no lunch service whatsoever. So there was no food available to guests between the hours of 12:30 and 4:30.
I feel you're
absolutely outrageous.
The discomfort there.
We've had just quickly, very slightly veering off from the Albion game. You see just a quick update. Everton are 2-0 up against Liverpool down here in the women's game, which is a local derby game.
Bottom right corner here.
So that's quite a disappointing result for Liverpool girls.
It is. There's a big local derby, the Merseyside derby, in fact.
Yeah.
And elsewhere, I can confirm that Arsenal ladies lead Doncaster by 2-1.
Okay, yeah.
And
Arsenal ladies undefeated in this tournament. They've won every game so far.
Sticking with the ladies, Birmingham lead Chelsea by 1-0.
That's a big result.
Lincoln are ahead against Bristol Academy 1-0.
Bristol Academy disappointed with that. They reached the final of the FA Cup, so they'll be disappointed that they're not getting a more positive result from that one. But back to the Albion game. Oh, it's in!
It's a goal.
Who got it? Is it Shabaski? Is it Bitchy? No, he's
Simon.
Bitchy. It is Bitchy who scored the goal. Bitchy gets his first in the tournament.
Yeah, they're very close to that.
3-1 then.
Having started 2 games on the bench today, he's not had an opportunity to get into his rhythm, to get a goal. I think he'll go home just a little bit happier.
Well, Matt with the Megs hopefully called that. But again, who's that number 3?
Just
bad players.
Matt's absolutely done him with the Megs there. He's looked one way, he's knocked it through his legs. I hope he called it. He probably did. I think I heard a very faint Megs. But
Bitchy's having a word. Referee's having a word. Bitchy now, he's not happy. He's really not happy.
Si was actually the favourite with Ladbrokes to be sent off in this tournament today.
I'm surprised there's not even a blue card. No sin bin at all from Bitchy today. He's controlled his temper pretty well. He's always been a fiery customer.
Sorry to cut across you there. It was a terrible rollout from Ivor there. I mean, he may as well have turned and rolled the ball into his own net.
Greg, to be honest with you, I don't think Ivor's actually done one good rollout today. Every single rollout he's done, he's stitched the player up, he's given it to. He's just got no awareness. We'll see what he does
here. Let's watch this one. That's actually his best one of the day.
Okay, that's his best one of the day. That is his best one of the day.
But even then,
Thierry
had no other option.
Yeah, he had no option.
Had he waited, then maybe a better opening would have presented itself.
He seems to have this rush, this idea that he has to throw it as quick as he can.
You need to remember,
it's not the case.
He's 74 years old. He could die at any moment.
That's true.
If he doesn't roll it quickly, then
it could be the end of the game.
The ball might just be laying there.
No, you never know. A slumped corpse in the goal might do slightly better than the living 74-year-old.
It would certainly cover more space.
On marks, it's got to be. It is.
And here we go.
It is. Not even a celebration now because it's that easy. Yeah, it's been disappointing. However, Albion have not done themselves justice. But I have to quickly say that Thierry is off the pitch, so they have no defenders on the field now. They only have the one defender in Matt, and he's not really a defender in 5-a-side. He's better going forward, I think.
He's certainly more of a box-to-box player.
There we go, bit of time. Good finish. The referee said no. He's coming back.
I think the referee needs to be playing better advantages than that.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the referee had in mind there to stop the free kick from happening. Now they're going to try the same thing again. No, he gives it back.
It looks alright, doesn't it?
The most disappointing thing is that Van Gogh has looked distinctly poor all day, and he's hit probably his best shot he's going to hit. Thinks he's scored at Wembley, and he's had that taken away from him.
It was a shame that Thierry never got on the score sheet. I would personally play him up front now.
There's time left. In fact, I think he may well have gone up front.
Oh, good snapshot. Good snapshot. That's the first thing we've seen off a player we don't know.
Now, corner. Good ball in. Van Gogh panics.
Oh, it's a rash shot, really.
So, Joe, tell us about the train from Cambridge this morning.
Yes, let's go.
Well, there's a funny story about that on my way to Wembley. In fact, it wasn't particularly funny, but the tubes closed, and so I had to take a replacement bus, which took me 4.5 hours, I believe it was.
The replacement bus, Joe, was that free or extra charge?
It was the extra same that it costs from my Oyster card, unfortunately.
That's not too bad then.
It's not too bad.
Was it a nice bus?
Not particularly.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. But I'm here now, and it's great to be at Wembley.
Yes.
Even though I have seen some disappointing football today from the Hove Albion.
I'm sorry, I'm just outraged by how bad the Hove Albion actually are. It's embarrassing to watch some of these players play. They are just absolutely beyond awful.
I won't lie to you, Joe. I mean, I'm not going to beat around the bush like I have done in other commentaries today. Me and Nick should be on that pitch.
We should be on that pitch. It's an outrage that we were not selected.
And quite honestly, Joe, you should be down there in the technical area with a better vantage point for your filming.
Yeah.
I have been. I've been trying to keep my temper under control, but to work under these conditions is outrageous.
I can understand that.
Just to confirm, we lost 4-1.
Yeah, it wasn't 3-1 that scored, it hasn't updated yet. It was 4-1. And a very poor ending to a poor tournament, really, for Hove Albion.
Elsewhere, though, we missed a fantastic end to the Doncaster Arsenal game, where Arsenal eventually emerged 6-2 victors.
Oh my word, that is remarkable. 6-2, wow.
We really should have concentrated on that game. Because
a little bit of banter spooning, wasn't it? You've been the Liverpool fan, me being the
just up there, we've got Tony Conte.
Delighted to say Everton won 4-1. So
4-1 Everton against Liverpool as well.
We won it 5 times.
Yeah.
Right, one of those said national players. This is.
Well, I'm going to spend £5.40 on a pint of lager. Thank you very much, Wembley. We'll be back soon with some comment from the players.
Now, we must say, you did.